Welcome back, trainers! So we have new Galarian Pokemon. We've been going over these for a while, specifically Perrserker and Obstagoon. I do have myself a great Obstagoon, which we'll be taking a look at in another video. But for now, we're going to be focusing on the one that I wanted the most, which is going to be Perrserker. I absolutely love this design. It is just, spot on. So, Perrserker, what are my thoughts? Well, let's get into it here. Got this one through the whole task deal. Lucky traded it with my friend. And if it was going to be like a 10 attack, I probably wouldn't have done it. And I would have tried to get another one. But this one here was good enough. So I went ahead and just went with it. Completely maxed it out. Bought a secondary move. Let's go ahead and take a look at those IVs. So let's see what we do have here. I was just checking out the design first because I was just so fascinated, as well as those claws that come out of it like Wolverine. Like, do you see that? We'll do a close-up here in just a moment. And not only that, but its eyes kind of like disappeared. It becomes like freaky looking when it does go into its attack animation mode. So let's go ahead and get onto the right moveset here. Close combat and foul play. Now look at the claws. It's like Wolverine. You want to give it a nickname? Go ahead. You call it Logan, right? All right, I called mine Ruster because it's kind of like a play on Buster and Rust. So Ruster, get it? Alrighty, anyways, let's get into what you want to see, the battles here. So I'm going to be pairing it up with Poliwrath and Cresselia. Now, I didn't know exactly how to pair this thing up. I'm sure I can find great teams. Just give me another day or so and I'll be doing that. And it performed pretty good. I don't really have too much to complain about, to be honest with you. Maybe its squishiness. It is steel type, and that's giving it some nice bulk to it in regards of resisting moves. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it's necessarily squishy, but yeah, it can't take the hits the best around. But like we just said, it can resist moves like Cresselia's Moonblast and other psychic moves, as well as normal type moves. So I don't think you really have to worry about normal type moves too much unless it's like a body slam. But performing good. I like it. I was able to win a few battles here. We did kind of mess up a few times, just kind of getting into the rhythm of it. But once I did, it was kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie either. For my last set, I kind of just said, all right, I got my footage. I'm gonna go back to my original team, and then I was like 4-1. So I was able to go like 3-2 with the Perrserkers, the Perrserker. Anyways, going to be going back in here with the Giratina. We're using Giratina for now. We're going to be probably going back to Cresselia and then Poliwrath. For my first few battles, I was like, all right, I'm bringing the big boys in here to back up Perrserker because honestly, I don't want to just tank my rating here. All right, so yeah, we're going to be losing that one. Now we're going to go ahead and go with Poliwrath and see what we can do here. So we're met with a Snorlax, so it is going to be resisting our quick move, and the lick is going to be doing nice neutral damage here. Now I could go for close combat. What that's going to do is sharply lower my defense. The thing is, we're going to be resisting body slam here. Let's see if that's what they hit us with. We do. Oh, it's an outrage. Okay, so that's not going to be very effective, but like we just discussed, Perrserker is not the tankiest around, and just because we resist it, I wanted to keep our health a little bit healthy here. That would have gotten us pretty low. We're able to get that foul play through. They're going to be shielding that other one up. Now, I could let this go, but I do think at this... Alright, it's another outrage, so... They probably have outrage in, like, body slam or something. I'm going to be going in with Cresselia and farming down. So we're looking okay. We have an energy advantage up against this Giratina here. Please, let's get the attack drop. And we did. We got it perfect. So at this point, we're sitting real pretty. We're going to go ahead and let the Shadow Sneak go through without shielding it up. Building up a little bit of extra energy here. And I'm going to go for another Moonblast. Now, Obstagoon, wow. Pretty awesome looking Pokemon. Mine's going to be ranked like 230 something, so I wasn't worried about it. I didn't want to go around trying to get the best IV one as possible, because that would have taken probably a little bit too long. And I want to get that video up for you guys as soon as possible. Anyways, we're able to get that Giratina down. I'm going to go ahead and go for another Moonblast onto the Swampert there. We're playing, well, I have a shield, and they are shieldless at this point, so we're looking real good. We have that Poliwrath in the back. And, yeah, this is basically game here. Going to go ahead and flex, I suppose, and let this go through. and just get to a dynamic punch, but then they decide to give me the match because that was pretty much mine there. Good games. Moving it on to the next one here. Now, if you should make a Perrserker, should you? Do you want me to just tell you straight up? Is it worth that investment? As a lucky, I would say absolutely. As a non-lucky, if you had a really good IV, absolutely. It's just like, if you had something that you were running already that was working good for you, to just kind of stick with it. If you're somebody who likes to invest in new Pokemon to use, and you understand the risks of potentially losing because you're using something new, you're not really too familiar with it, feel free and go ahead. This is nothing like some Azumarill that's going to be able to just tank everything and just put in a lot of work. I mean, it is going to be able to put in a lot of work, that's for sure. It's just kind of tricky at times. Every single move it has, it's not getting stabbed from it. The ones that I'm personally using, Shadow Claw, no stab, and then the Dark move, and then the Fighting move, because it is a Steel type. Alright, so going to be swapping into that Poliwrath to absorb the Hydro Cannon. But yeah, Perrserker is well worth it, guys, for sure. It's fun. Just make sure you have a good IV one, because it will be completely maxing out in the Ultra League here. So that is what you want to be looking for, the highest and best IV as possible. So I recommend you lucky trade it, for sure. Alright, so go into town with the Poliwrath here, just going for that Ice Punch. And we're not looking too great. We have that Perrserker with a ton of energy here, so we're going to go back in here with it. Let's see if it can help us pull off the win here. They're going into Swampert, and we're going to go ahead and go with another Foul Play. And they're going to be using that shield. Fantastic. We have one shield left, so I think it's time to use it. Let's go ahead and do that, and then go for close combat. If we're able to get there. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. That is the worst. When you use a shield and you're not counting correctly, they're able to get to another charge move and you just wasted it. I could have used it on this Poliwrath here to potentially build up energy, and then got off an Ice Punch here. I lagged. Did you see that? I was not able to get off my Ice Punch, and I was dealing with that. Oh my gosh, so much. It was absolutely maddening, guys. Anyways, for the next match, we're going to be going in here with Cresselia in the lead this time first. Because I just want to keep doing it like that. I did drop my attack. Eventually, I do start leading with the Perrserker. And we're just doing the Cresselia mirror match here. So when you go up against another Cresselia, what you want to do is basically keep Moonblasting, because what you're trying to do is lower the attack. You can go for a Future Sight towards the end if you guys are having like a Moonblast off and they're expecting another Moonblast. Future Sight is going to be doing a little bit more damage, and if you know it's going to be enough to take it over the edge and you know they're potentially not going to shield, then maybe go ahead and get it off. But honestly, just Moonblast and just pray you're going to get the attack drop. Personally, for me, I can't believe it, but I was getting the CMP priority, which means that charge move, I was able to go first. I do have very low attack, meaning that in the mirror matches, I've went up against a ton of Cresselias and I've lost the CMP tie every single time because my attack is so low. This is the first time I was able to actually do it. I don't know if he was overcharging or his attack is just really low and he has a really good PvP one. But anyway, able to farm down that Cresselia with the Perrserker. Gonna go ahead and go with the Foul Play onto that Swampert there. Swapping into Poliwrath, I was trying to potentially catch a Hydro Cannon, but that was way too soon. I should have waited a minute. They're going to be getting off a Earthquake there, and we did a correct shielding, so we're looking great. That would have done a ton of damage. They're going to be shielding up our Ice Punch. We're going to go for another one to put the pressure on here, see if we can get 2 out of them. And we got 2 shields. All right, that works with me. I'm probably going to see a Hydro Cannon here. Probably going to try to bait me out. Very good. So we didn't use our shield. And this is going to be another one. I kind of want to keep that healthy on the Poliwrath, so I decide to shield up. Swapping into Perrserker that has reserved energy here, and going to go for the Foul Play before they can get off a Hydro Cannon and take him out. This is a shieldless game. I want you to watch this. We're up against a Registeel here. Let's go ahead and go for the first close combat I do believe we've seen. It's going to sharply lower that defense. Sharply. And watch this. Yes, this is not very effective, Flash Cannon, but still, we're able to tank it, survive, and get off another one. Perrserker putting in work over here. So that was impressive. Very nice. And I love the way it attacks. Oh my goodness. Wolverine Perrserker over here. Alright, so we're met with a Typhlosion, and this could be problematic. Now, if you go for a Moonblast, well, that's not going to be very effective. You could hope you get the attack drop on them, but, you can't always rely on that. So what I do is go ahead and go for Future Sight. and we're doing a lot of damage there. A lot of people are probably expecting somebody to do a Moonblast, right? So getting that through, swapping into Poliwrath to absorb the Blast Burn there, so really nice play. And we're going to just farm down. We could have potentially took him out without having to use a shield, but we're going to have so much energy built up here. Let's see what they decide to bring in. It is going to be Escavalier, so we're just going to be going for that Dynamic Punch. Probably should have baited the shield first, honestly. We have enough energy to go for another one here, but I think they're going to double shield at this point. And we have a Perrserker, so we don't really want it to get through because that's going to be doing super effective damage with the counter. And just to let you know, Escavalier is a great Pokemon. I do have a video for you guys later on testing it out, or not really testing it, but using it in the Go Battle League. Gonna shield this up because Drill Run is gonna hurt us quite a bit. Super effective. Probably would have just KO'd, honestly. Since they are shieldless, I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the close combat and then swap so we can wipe away that attack or that defense drop. And then going for the Moonblast immediately, and we're getting the attack drop on the Alolan Muck, and we're able to get to another Moonblast here. We're looking good. Are we gonna actually be able to pull this one off, folks? It looks like we may be able to, but let's see. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. They built up a ton of energy, and at this point I'm thinking no, because they have another charge move ready to go, and that's exactly it. We're not going to be able to survive this because we're not the tankiest, and Dark Pulse is strong. Well, we survived it, but barely, so good game there. Can't win them all, especially when you're testing out new Pokemon. So starting it off with Poliwrath because I was running into Registeel in the beginning, and we got matched up with a good one here. They're swapping into their Swampert there, and was I a little slow on the swap? I mean, I was kind of trying to just gain energy as well as put shield pressure or damage onto the Swampert, knowing I'm going to be able to go back in here with Cresselia and just take these Hydro Cannons, but they did build up quite a bit of energy, and it is going through us quite fast. Swampert is just nasty. It's plain and simple. It's nasty in every single league if you do not have something to check it, because those Hydro Cannons are going to be able to be spammed so fast. We already all know this, right? We know. So tanking all these, looking good. Gonna go for another one here. Let's see if they want to use their last shield. And they do. All right, that sounds good to me. I think I may be using my shield here too as well, and I think they might get to another Hydro Cannon. Nope. All right, getting to that Moonblast. Why did I use my shield? So we can have them throw in their next Pokemon, so we could potentially counter it and look okay here. So we're able to get to another Moonblast. If we get the attack drop, we're gonna be looking very, very good. And we get it. Wow, that is so magnificent. Now we're going to go ahead and go in here with Poliwrath, seeing that they're going to have to hit us with the Focus Blast. And even that, since the attack did drop, we're going to be looking good. They're swapping into their Tangrowth here to wipe away the attack drop. And we're going to be bringing in our Perrserker. We're going to be able to resist everything it's going to throw at us, Rock Slide as well as Power Whip, because we are going to be just that pure Steel type. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Foul Play, doing good damage here. So they went for Rock Slide, maybe trying to get the boost. Now they're going for Power Whip, doing a lot more damage, even though it's resisted. And do you see exactly what I'm talking about? Completely maxed out Perrserker and taking not very effective damage, but at the same time, still doing a lot. Bringing back that Registeel. Let's go ahead and go for close combat, folks. Let's go. Swap into Poliwrath with energy, and let's go for Dynamic Punch to take the win. Let's go. All right. So once I started getting my rhythm with this thing, it was fun. It was fun from the get-go. It's just with a new Pokemon that you've never experienced before, it could be, maybe you want to test it out with your friends before you go into Go Battle League. Let's just put it that way, right? Anyways, they're going to be going into Swampert. I was seeing, look at this Cresselia Swampert. So we're back at it with this thing here. So what we're going to do is let this go through and then build up to a close combat, and let's see if we can get this through. If we do, that's going to be great. And we land it. This is great. Our defense did drop, so they're not going to be able to farm us too much here. They're going to be bringing in Cresselia, and we're actually able to get to a Foul Play because we resist the Psychic move, the Psycho Cut. Even though we had our defense drop, we're able to still get to another charge move. Bringing in our Cresselia, and we did burn a shield with that Perrserker, so this is fantastic. Going for that Moonblast, and we do get the attack drop on ours. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. We have, I guess, a little bit of advantage here. And going for the Moonblast, please get the attack drop, and we do not. I don't think we did. Sorry, if you're like, what do you mean? I'm looking at my phone screen, and it's very tiny, and I couldn't barely see. So anyways, going for another Moonblast here, and there we go. Now, that was an attack drop. All right. And we're going to be able to get to another one here. If we can get another attack drop, that would just be great. Nope, and we don't. All right. And I used 2 shields here by accident. Yeah, you know why? Because I was being impatient. So that's a little word to the wise. Don't just tap your screen after you know they're about to get off a charge move and the shields are going to come up. Better yet, don't tap where the shields are. Usually tap off to the side. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I got this new energy drink, this like new like organic stuff that's like a powder, and I was feeling really amped up. And I think that might have been why I was just like vigorously tapping the screen like a fool. So I used 2 shields back to back by accident. That's horrible. It's like, well, do you even play PvP, Poke? Anyways, they're going to be going into their Registeel, and I was trying to swap that whole time. And inevitably, we're going to probably see a loss here because we are so far behind on energy. If I was able to swap when I wanted to in the beginning, could have potentially got to another Dynamic Punch and took the win. But we still win. Never mind, because of time up. Oh, my bad. All right, anyways. On to the next. I think we're going to see the exact same thing we saw last time. The Cresselia, then the Swampert swap here. And I think we're going to do the same thing. Let this Hydro Cannon go through. Get to a foul play, and then get to a close combat. And I do believe they let them go through. And getting to the close combat, it's like the same exact play that we seen last time. All right, and I think they even have the same exact team, literally, even that Registeel in the back. Oh, no, it's a little muck. All right, so gonna go Poliwrath, of course, and we basically, I wouldn't say hard counter it because they can hit us with Sludge Wave, and that's still gonna do neutral damage. They're bringing in their Cresselia, and we're gonna go ahead and swap into ours as well here. And this is where I use my shield again by accident. Oh my gosh, it was so irritating, but it's nobody else's fault but mine, honestly. The game wasn't doing anything wrong. It wasn't bringing up my shields by accident or some glitch. I was tapping the screen like a fool, not paying attention, and I used them both. So they have 2 shields here, and we're just going to be going with the Moonblast and see if we can pull this off. We got the attack drop, so that's great. And it's not looking too hot, though, because, well, they still have 1 shield. They did use 1 on their Cresselia already just now. Let's see if we can get another attack drop. If we do, great. Nope, no attack drop there. And, yeah, these battles are the most exciting. You know, Cresselia versus Cresselia. Don't you just love it? It's awesome. It's like a Azumarill versus a Azumarill with Hydro Pumps on either side, right? Or maybe only Ice Beams each. So they're swapping into their Muck, and we're going to go right into our Poliwrath immediately, go for that Dynamic Punch. And now at this point, we want to go for the bait because another Dynamic Punch would take him out. They still have 1 shield. I'm sure they want to preserve it. And there we go, getting that last shield. And there is nothing they can do to take us out here. Sludge Wave is going to hurt. And I got greedy. Check this out. My heart dropped. I was like, are you kidding me? I had all that energy and now they're going to take me out. But watch this. I survived. Let's go, Poliwrath. And we're able to get to another Dynamic Punch here. And we're going to be swapping, or not swapping. We have that Cresselia here. And this is pretty much kind of like the same scenario that we seen in that last battle. And we're going to have a timeout. Now, if I did swap immediately, which I was trying to do, again, we would have been able to win that one with the timeout and having more health in Pokemon. So I'm really getting annoyed with the switch mechanic, to be honest with you. So they're swapping into their Poliwrath, and we're going to go right into our Cresselia. This is a hard counter. Let's just be real here. Moonblast, super effective. Future Sight, super effective. Ice Punch, neutral. Dynamic Punch, not very effective. Cresselia, a tank. Yeah, you're going to wall the heck out of that thing. They can eventually take you out with Dynamic Punches if you farm too much, I guess. But we're looking great here. We're going to let it take us fairly low. We don't really mind that. As long as we come out of this battle with a ton of energy here, ready to go for whatever they do bring out. To potentially lower their attack with the Cresselia. Because it did its job, right? It took out the fighter. It took out a Pokemon. I mean, we don't need to get too crazy with it. So bringing in that Lapras, and we're going to go ahead and go Moonblast. Could have maybe went Future Sight, but that's all right. Trying to lower that attack there. And expecting a Surf. This probably won't KO. Yeah. And able to get off another Moonblast. Cresselia is just so crazy, guys. So I was thinking about pairing up the Perrserker with possibly Giratina. Not this one, the altered, of course. But let's see what happens in this battle here. They're going for an Ominous Wind. Okay, we're building up a little bit of extra energy. And maybe shouldn't have shielded that first one up, but that's perfectly fine. Able to get to another one here, expecting another ominous win, but we're just going to play it safe and shield it up as well. We should be able to come out on top of this battle here. They're going to shield that last one, so I think we should be able to get to it first, and we do. Fantastic, and this is definitely going to take it out. All right, and they're bringing in that Lapras. We're resisting ice. This Surf is going to take us out for sure, though, and we're going to be able to go in here with Poliwrath and finish off the Lapras with our Dynamic Punch. Looking good, and good game. Moving it on to the last battle, I do believe. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, I'll be keeping you up to date. So we're met with a Clefable, resisting the charm moves, and yeah, this is a good position, except for one thing. Our charge moves are not very effective to Clefable. Alright, so our quick move's doing neutral damage, but they're going to be able to hit us with a charge move here soon, and they haven't even used a shield yet because they are so tanky, and they're able to take those charge moves. I shielded that up because it would have bring me extremely low and they would have been able to win this here, but unfortunately, yeah, it's alright. We're down to shield, that's fine. Gonna be able to get to close combat. Let's see if we're gonna be able to get this through here. Alright, 2.5 damage, and we had a tie. And they're using their energy while I'm pretty much already defeated. That is perfect. Can't get any better than that. Gonna be going in here with Poliwrath, a good counter like we went over here. Just have to look out for those poison type moves. So we're looking alright. To see if I decide to shield up. We are. It's a Sludge Wave, so good call. But now we are shieldless at this point. Going to be going for an Ice Punch. No need to go for that heavy hitting fighting move. They're going to be using that last shield. Expecting another Sludge Wave? Yeah. So at this point, we're going to build up energy and go ahead and go for Ice Punch. So now we have built up and ready energy for whatever they do have. It's going to be a Scizor. We're going to be going for Dynamic Punch immediately, and we're going to be looking good here. Swapping into Cresselia right after this, after we build some energy, so the Poliwrath is in the back, almost ready to go to hit it with just an Ice Punch. If, say, we lose this somehow, I don't think there's no way we can. Not unless, like, they got the boost the first try, and then got the boost again, and they were able to get off another one. I don't think so. But anyways, thanks for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.